What is ZFT? No, the right question is, who is ZFT? We are a new generation of wealth builders, a community of dreamers who broke the cycle and enjoying the best of what life has to offer. Money is just a byproduct of our process, and we do this while pursuing our dreams and passions. Yes, we make it all possible. Learn how to trade, dive into the cryptoverse, build or invest in Web3. We'll help you with your first steps and light your path to greatness. Join us as we defeat giants, meet our allies, and embark on this adventure called life. We are ZFT.
Hello, and good evening to everyone who's watching this video. Tonight is not Monday Market Updates, but this is going to be a special webinar. It's going to be called The Road to Mastery, and I believe that it's high time na i-discuss natin to. It's very important, especially for those of you who are pursuing the road to mastery when it comes to investing and trading. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Z, or Z Freaks. I've been trading and investing in the financial markets over a decade now. So lahat pinasok ko na PSE, US market, crypto, CFDs, NFTs, been there, done that, and still here. And tonight, we're going to be joined by one of my exec teams, Irvin. Wait, ayun. Yan.
Hello.
Dito siya.
Okay.
Alright,
Sorry,
good evening. Oo nga eh. Sige, okay lang. Maayos naman itong magiging usapan natin tonight. We just want we want it to be a little bit chill while I present this, and mamaya may mga Q&A portion din tayo. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung magiging mga tanong ni Vin sa akin later, pero hopefully madali lang. So, it's a Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday evening today. And we're doing this for you guys. And so, let's get right into it. When it comes to the road to mastery, I want you to see this, this image, right? Whenever you go into this, sometimes kasi pupasok tayo sa bull market, you know, when the hype is at its peak. And naalala ko, nung pumasok din ako dito, bull market in the middle of that, and nasa stocks pa ako nun. And what I thought was skill was actually luck. And this is the problem with a lot of people who get into this. Akala lang nila na parang if you just hodl, you'll eventually get it right. So, hindi ko alam kung tumaan ka ba dito, Vin. Meron ka kung mga experiences na pumasok ka, tapos akala mo, ito na, sobrang galing ko na. Tapos yun pala na-discover mo, hindi. Kulang pa pala yung kinain ko.
Meme coins, boss. Meme coins. So parang, okay, ito pala. Parang sobrang dali lang. Tapos, ba't parang 20% down, 30% down, 50% down. Tapos yun, okay. I still have a lot to learn.
Na-experience mo ba ever na mag-stocks or diretso ka ba meme coins crypto?
Diretso na ako, boss nung kinuha mo ako 3 years ago, actually days na yun So, crypto. Crypto na siya.
Crypto talaga. Grabe, sobrang legend pala nung naging background mo, no? Hindi man lang kita na-intro sa tamang landas.
Actually, before,
okay lang.
Sige lang, go on.
Sige, go. Ano ba yung share mo? Kasi dati alam ko, nag-share na ako sa inyo eh. Like sa mga magpipizza every December.
Even when you just started, nag-share ka na sa amin. Pero kami lang, siguro, hindi pa kami ready or parang sa tingin namin, sobrang complicated. Pero now that I'm in crypto, okay naman. Especially kayo ngayon, yung yung learning system sa ZFT. Sobrang dali.
Okay, yeah. So, ayan. That's a little background about you. So hopefully maraming makaka-relate sa atin kasi guys, wala ding masyadong nagturo sa akin. Si Vin, at least meron na siyang mga available resources, pero syempre matigas yung ulo natin, di ba? We want to do it our own way. And so eto na, nandito tayo discussing about this kasi it's very important. Halos lahat kasi tayo dito talaga napupunta or dito tayo napupunta, which is the path most taken. So, hindi ko alam sa inyo, pero nung nagsisimula ako, I got into forums and then I just typed in there, what's the best stock to buy? Ganun. Kung meron kayong 10K, meron kayong 100K, paano niya allocate. So yung mga ganun. So kung akala nyo na wala akong dinaanan ko nun, halos lahat ng mga newbie mistakes dinaanan ko din.
Wait lang, boss. Ilang years na yun?
Yeah, this is more than a decade na eh. I think I started kasi 2010, mga November, ganun. So naghanap ako ng trabaho nun or naghihintay ako for my internship. So doon talaga nagsimula ang lahat. Parang, okay, ano bang pwede kong gawin sa pera ko that it was money na supposedly pang abroad ko. So, ayun.
HRM days.
Sabi ko, sayang naman. HRM days. Nakatinggal yung pera. Sayang naman, di ba? Patungo natin. How do you do that? Stock market. Ganun. Na-introduce sa akin ng brother ko. Long backstory yun. Pero, doon tayo nagsimula and we got lucky. Yung 126, ganyan, parang nadagdagan ako ng mga 26K. And then, sabi ko, yes, may bagong pang cellphone na ako, pero never yun naging cellphone. Sinauli ko lang sa market. Pero syempre, kumita tayo. Akala natin hard work, di ba? Ganon. So, that's kind of like the backstory of how I got into this. And one thing led to another until you guys see me post a lot about this thing. And so, during that time, walang nagtuturo. I'm not sure if madamot lang talaga yung mga tao. I think may ganun eh. Or people were just there happily giving out tips. So, magbibigay lang sila ng ito bilhin mo. Hindi talaga ituturo yung system nila. So, buti ngayon, marami na tayong mga resources dyan. You go to YouTube, TikTok, or whatever it is na mga social media platforms. And surprisingly, meron talagang mga nagtuturo. And meron din talagang mga products that do this. Tayo in ZFT, we have already developed as well yung mga courses that personally help us or help me na, okay, so, if this is my documentation and ito yung nakatulong sa akin, hopefully this could, be the tools that could help you as well. So again, this is something that is self-taught, based from what I learned from all the sources and even myself, which is the biggest contribution. Parang, paano ko ba ilagay dito sa isang kind of like systematic course yung natutunan ko, and that's why we have the ZFT system. And so sa simula, it's really about do it yourself and coaching. So yung coaching pwedeng free, pwedeng paid, pili lang kayo. And some people who can afford it, great. But alam ko dito sa Pilipinas, most of us wala talagang pang-pondo eh. Or merong pang-pondo kasi kuripot lang talaga kaya ayaw ng paid. But no problem with that. As long as by the end of the day, kumita ka or natuto ka, then go. Do you. No problem. So, syempre, trading and investing yung topic natin today. And so, ito yung, kumbaga, dito tayo magpo-focus. And I want you guys to look at, when you start out, you will have episodes of being lucky and experiencing pain. Like, my experience, no, na biglang kumita ako dun eh. San Miguel Corp, naalala ko, that was the first stock na, ang laki ng kinita ko. Actually, parang 3 stocks yun. San Miguel Corp, SMB, San Miguel Beer, at saka Picor. So, yun yung Ramon Ang days. Ang laki ng inakyat nila. Parang mga nag-times 3 yata sila minimum kung nahuli mo siya sa bottom. Which is, hindi naman ako genius nung time na yun, pero nahuli ko mid to late, and then I was able to make profit out of it. And so yun, akala ko lucky ako, and then I got into other assets which induced a lot of pain and trauma, and realizing na, ay, hindi pala ganito. Ano yung dapat, right? So, doon na yung ating journey of self-discovery, and eventually, yun na yung papasok yung discipline na, okay, hindi na natin to ulitin. Let's just go with what works, and we need to be disciplined here. Dapat hindi mag-all-in. Pero honestly, guys, it took me several tries or several cycles before I finally got it right and finally developed the discipline for it. Ayan. So, there's kumbaga, ito yung 2 things na kung asan ka pwedeng mag-end up, right, after this step. Number 1 is you quit, and you'll be part of the statistics na nakikita natin sa mga, nagsasabi na, oh, you know what, like, here's the statistics of traders that succeed, that fail, yan. Dito ka mapupunta sa majority, which is quitting. The other one is the mastery. So, ito yung gusto natin. And I want to explain to you why, and I want to encourage you why we should pursue mastery. This is going to be based on hard data. And this is data from myself, not like, hindi ako nanghiram ng screenshots or hindi ako nanghiram ng mga portfolio. I really want to just work on the data that I have. But anyway, I just want to give you guys another visual, on how this whole thing is, right? Kasi itong luck and pain, self-discovery, at saka discipline, this is gonna be cycles. It's not going to be like you enroll in a course or 1 year, tapos ka na, graduate ka na, hindi. There's what we call the dip. And this is something na hihiramin ko kay Seth Godin. So meron siyang marketing book about it. And he calls this the dip. Basically, the dip is where, kumbaga, the impurities go out of your system. And pag na-survive mo to, in any field, no, meron talagang dip. Pag na-survive mo yung dip na yan, graduate ka. It's either magaling kang trader, or magaling kang doctor, magaling kang engineer, or whatever it is. This is what will separate you from the rest of the people who will just, pursue mediocrity. And so, yan. You can see here, nandito tayo sa edge ng dip. And it's either you go and experience this. Again, everybody experienced this. Wala pa akong kilala na hindi dumaan sa ganitong hirap and then naging magaling na trader. Pero, syempre, hindi lahat dumadaan or, graduate sa ganitong klaseng dip. Most of the time, people end up quitting. But, if you pursue long enough or if you still pursue, even after experiencing all this pain, all these losses, and finding the light at the end of the tunnel, then you will end up with mastery, especially if you're intentional about it. Now, I'm just gonna give you kung asa natin nakukuha yung stats natin. So if you go to, let's say, ito kinuha ko sa Grok, you can check out ChatGPT, you can check out Google para makompile nila kung ano yung mga studies regarding this. And this is the most cited, This is from Scott Melker, which he says, almost all traders lose money. So itong study na to is for day traders. Hindi sa lahat, na position, trend follower, and stuff like that. This is for day trading. And 80% of all day traders quit within the first 2 years. Among all day traders, nearly 40% day trade for only 1 month. Within 3 years, only 13% continue to day trade. After 5 years, only 7% remain. Iba pa yung statistics nito sa mga tao or traders na kumikita. So this is April 2019. Meron tayong mga updated data, pero syempre ito pa rin yung sinasite ng majority. And so, Vin, I would just say, congratulations. Kasi kung sinasabi mo, this is your 3rd year, then congrats. Kasi that means you're built for this. Not everyone is built for this, especially kung hindi guided. So yeah, pat at the back, congrats.
Pero may advantage ako, boss, kasi guided by you, tapos by the community. If walang community, di ba, ang hirap. Swerte na nga kami, kasi may lessons na. Gaya sa sa ZFT courses.
Yeah.
Ano yung iba?
So, yeah, that's the point eh. Ang alam ko kasi, a lot of people, they just go in here thinking na hindi kaya ko to or pwede ako mag-solo, which, nakaka-tempt kasi yung ganun eh. Pero ang pinaka-suggestion ko, I've been doing coaching, I've been mentoring a lot of students within those 10 years. And I would say, the people na sobrang bilis ng growth nila, yung nag-engage dun sa peer-to-peer learnings. Hindi lang yung parang may coaching sila, but also peer-to-peer. Kasi those are important. So tama yung sinabi mo na may edge ka as opposed to others. Especially the psychological aspect. Mahirap kasi yung talo ka, tas wala ka pang karamay. Ay, nakakabaliw yan. Mahirap kasi, diba? Mahirap yan. Mapunta ka dun sa Coinfessions, diba? Dun ka lang maglabas ng sama ng loob. Pero, parang segue lang, na yung mga ganito kasi ng mga experiences. Like, how many of you here listening, syempre, hindi tayo makakakuha ng comment sa inyo. Comment na lang kayo kung asan lang kayo nanonood or if you're back reading. But, how many of you experienced na ang laki ng talo mo sa market and hindi mo siya nasasabi, hindi mo siya malalabas kasi tingin mo, baka sasabihin nung either kaibigan mo or office work or workmate mo na ang yabang naman ito. Or syempre kung may asawa ka, ang hirap naman sabihin na like, love, natalo ako. Di ba? Parang how do you face your wife, your husband with the losses? And I know a lot of people na may mga ganitong issues na sa akin lalabas. Sabi ko minsan parang sa sarili ko, like, why are you telling me this?
Therapist ka na ba?
Ginagawa akong therapist. Oh, exactly. So sabi ko, kailangan bayaran ako ng malaki nito sa mga sinishare ng mga tao. Kasi,
sorry, minsan ako rin minsan nagsi-chat sa'yo.
Yeah, ganun talaga. Empath kasi ako. So, yan minsan nakukuha ko yung parang emotions, but lately I'm learning as well to like empathize, yes, pero ibablock ko most of that energy ba na hindi ko siya ma-absorb kasi ramdam ko I know the feeling. And if you have friends, I've been there. And so if you have friends na you can trust, or people na ginagawa yung diary, may mga ganun naglalabas lang sama ng loob tapos hindi na magre-reply.
Ikaw talaga, boss. Halos lahat.
Halos lahat dun sa page ko. Ako ayoko na hindi na ako nagre-reply masyado dun sa Zfix ko na page. But sa personal ko minsan meron pa rin But anyways, ayan, just be aware na what we're going through, this is something that's normal. And again, if you focus on survival, especially in the first year, kahit yun lang yung focus mo, basta I'll do great, I'll focus, I'll survive, then you're gonna be better off than most traders out there na hanggang first year wala na, or second year or third year wala na, diba? So, kung part ng statistics na your third year, first year, third year, at saka fifth year, nandito ka pa rin, congratulations to you, you're built for the markets. Konting pursige na lang. So, that was the path that is most taken. Now, here's what I suggest people who are listening to me, especially now that I know what I know, ito talaga yung masasuggest ko. And this is the earn while you learn. So, anong papasok sa isip mo pagka sinabi kong earn while you learn?
Ako, boss? May invest ka in someone or in something, for example, copy trading or sa bot, diba? Tapos, while learning, ganun. May kumukuha ka rin ng mga courses, ganun.
Yeah. Okay, sige. Daya mo kasi alam mo na yung topic natin today. So it's like
cheat sheet.
Yeah, exactly. May cheat sheet ka na Pero usually kasi ito talaga yung something na hindi ko pa masyadong like nung nagsisimula ako, again, wala kasi itong mga ganitong products But ngayon meron na. So if meron, edi why not take opportunity and take advantage while this is available to us. Nung time ko, sana kung merong ganito, di ba? Hindi na ako ganun ka nasiraan. Di ba?
That time,
hindi ako ganun ka-depress. Kung natalo, isisisihin ko na lang yung guru ko. Bakit ang pangit mag-trade, di ba? Ay, nako. Buti na lang maayos yung performance natin ngayon. So, guys, alam ko marami sa inyo nakakabi sa akin. Just pray for me na maayos yung ating performance. Dahil kung hindi, nako, sabay-sabay tayong talo, sabay-sabay tayong iyak, di ba? Okay, so, normally, we always hear the phrase, learn first before you earn, right? After you learn, then you take out the L. That's where you earn. May point yun. And the thing is, merong products ngayon na ganito nga, may bots, may mga DFY. Ito yung mga sinasabi natin ngayon na done-for-you services. So this can come in the form of trading and investing, copy trading, pwede kayong kumapi sa akin, pwede kayong mag-set up ng bots, ganyan. Kung kaya naman nila, bakit hindi mo ipagawa sa kanila, right? So may ganun tayo. Now, I don't recommend that you rely on these products, right? Even if it's available to you, I don't recommend that you rely on them. Kasi, ito yung lagi kong sinasabi, paano kung nawala sila? Paano kung nawala ako? Paano kung biglang yung bot nagloko? Tapos, hindi na gumagana yung strategies na yun? Paano na lang, right? So, that's why we don't rely on this. But this is just going to be something that, since it's available to us, take advantage, take the opportunity for it. And, syempre, that's going to be a percentage of your portfolio. Hindi pa rin dapat na mawala sa isip niyo yung mastery. Still go for the do-it-yourself. Still go for the coaching, especially if you can afford it and if you're putting 100,000 or millions in your account. Mag-isip-isip ka na. Invest ka na dito. Kaysa sa, malugi mo lang siya sa market, hindi mo alam kung bakit ka nalugi. So, lastly, syempre, you want to go for itong pinakadulo natin, lower right, which is mastery. And I'm going to show you why in a while. But first, gusto ko ipakita sa inyo yung parang, ano ba yung formula or may recommendations for the earn while you learn. Syempre, lalagyan mo yun ng budget. Alright? Budget wisely. Make sure that dun sa learning, it's money that you can afford to lose because talagang mawawalan ka ng pera dito, especially when you're just starting in this journey of learning. And it takes years. So, pwedeng, ang recommendation ko is 25%. Majority, ilagay mo siya sa earn. Alright? Kasi, malamang sa malamang, this is what you'll experience. Especially if you're just doing it na, halimbawa, I just want you to imagine, what if nag-all-in ka dun sa learn lang? Wala kang earn while you learn, right? Lahat dun sa learn. So, lahat ng pera mo nandun. And as time goes by, you will realize na parang, saan ba to? Saan ako papunta, right? Minsan, even with all the reminders and all the stuff that we've been saying na, hey, this is just part of the journey, you might say to yourself, this is pointless. Pero yung breakthrough mo, malapit na. It's just that, kailangan mo lang talaga pagdaanan yung process. Karelate ka ba dito, Vin?
Oo. Yung meme, nakita mo yung meme? Yung parang nagmamine siya. Tapos, nasa dulo yung diamonds. Pero, nag-stop siya eh. So,
yes, exactly. So, minsan yung breakthrough, nandun lang talaga on the other side. Kailangan mo lang magpursige. So, let's talk about investing. Kasi ito yung sa earn part, right? Ano yung mga products na pwede mong pasukan? Saan mo pwede i-part yung 75% or majority? Let's say, kung ayaw ng 75, gusto mo 50-50, sure, fine, go for it. But here are the products na pwede mong mapaglagyan. So, at least meron ka 1 foot already in the markets. And ito yung na-recommend ko sa mga tao. Baka mamaya, ito pala yung gusto mo, no? Capital preservation. Kasi may mga products tayong ganito. So, this is in Lulo Finance. You can see here, if you're like the person who's investing into stables and gusto mong mag-earn through interest, edi dito mo ilagay. So, you can see here, merong Camino Finance, meron dito sa, ano ba to? But basically, ito yung parang marketplace or ito yung parang aggregator kung asan mo makikita yung mga iba't ibang where you can park your stables para mag-earn ka ng interest. So, yung 30 days na nandyan, hindi yan yung 4.9 or 5% every 30 days. Hindi. So, this is like in a year, how much yield or how much interest are you making? So, minsan umakyat yan depending on how much people are borrowing or using your stables. But 4.5 is a pretty decent amount. Sa banks natin, 1.25 eh. Minsan, mas maliit pa. Sa mga electronic banks, alam ko may certain limit lang sila na ibibigay sa iyo na parang boost on your interest. But, with certain conditions. So, yan yung mga kung pwede kang umabot ng up to 7% pero mag-spend ka ng million. May mga ganyan eh. Walang problema kung marami kang pera, right? But here is something that where you can park your money. So here's one. Here's another one, which is in DeFi Tuna. You can see here, for example, with USDT, yung classic na alam natin, no? Na you can earn 6% or higher. In exchanges, marami tayong exchanges na mga crypto exchanges out there. You can check out the earn section there and you will be able to see different na mga APY or and again nagfi-fluctuate yan. Minsan pag VIP ka mas mataas pa yung binibigay nila. May para sa VIP I think pag 100k or pag umabot ka ng 1 million USD, bibigyan ka nila ng mga special rates. Pwedeng let's say 7 to 15%. Minsan bibigyan ka nila ng voucher para mas malaki yung interest mo. Saan ba nila kinukuha yung pera? Hindi ko alam. Pero ito yung mga ways for you na i-park mo lang yung pera mo dyan, tumutubo, and naka-dollars ka, if you believe in the dollar, and tumutubo siya na real time. So, this is another product, which is DeFi Tunas. Not DeFi Tuna, Meteora. And ito yung ma-recommend ko sa mga tao na, let's say, you want to invest into crypto assets na you're bullish long-term, and you want to provide liquidity. So, again, merong a little bit of learning curve dito kasi kailangan alam mo kung ano yung mga ranges eh. Kung ano yung range wherein you'd like to be providing your liquidity, wherein if people use that liquidity to buy and sell between those two assets, then you're gonna get commission. So here you can see merong total deposits, unclaimed fees. So ito medyo malaki yung amount na nilagay ko. You can see that meron akong unclaimed fee as of this presentation, no, na meron akong 1.18 thousand or 1,000 USD at least na mga unclaimed fees. So ito yung, halimbawa, sobrang volatile ng Solana at saka USDC. Pwedeng kumita ko ng, with this capital, pwede ako magkaroon ng $100 to $200 na fees. Na pwede ko anytime, pwede ko i-claim, pwede ko ibalik doon para ipatubo ko siya, or parang i-compound ko yung interest. So many ways how to do this, and you can see dito sa may 24-hour fee /TVL. Ayan, 0.14, no? 0.14%. So imagine kung constant lang yan, that's per day na interest. Ang laki, di ba? Parang scam pero again, may mga risk dito. So kailangan alamin mo pa rin siya. But again, if you're just starting out your investing journey, kahit i-learn mo lang yung basics nito, kasi kailangan nito ng learning curve pa rin this is
siguro,
one way
boss,
as well.
Personal experience, especially nung time na anong tawag nun, na yung service na tapos ang problema is okay lang mag-set up, madali lang ituro yung mag-set up ng ranges, pero ang problema if ma-liquidate sila, yung parang mahirap na what do I do if ma-liquidate sa downside? What do I do if ma-liquidate sa upside? Ibalik ba namin? Or
or hintayin ba natin?
Parang ganun. Or cut loss na ba?
Yeah, exactly.
Yun ang mahirap, boss So,
pero kailangan talaga ng experience or at least some kind of how to apply this. Yes, tama naman. Meron kasi mga basics parang 50-50 and then you're gonna be earning there. Pero it's not as big as opposed to, let's say, if you're doing concentrated liquidity, which is what we're showing right now. Pero definitely, it's something that I recommend that everybody try to learn. Kasi, grabe, pag ito natutunan mo, money printer talaga and you're not doing anything. Kumbaga, when you say liquidation, kanina kasi sinabi mo, paano kung na-liquidate tayo? Minsan, yung liquidation na it's a good thing Ibig sabihin, nabenta mo lahat at a higher price. On the upside, yun yung gusto mong klaseng liquidation. Hindi siya yung, I got liquidated, tapos nawala na akong capital, wala na yung pera ko, hindi ganun. So, dito natin binabago yung definition ng liquidation. May liquidation that's good, especially if it's on the outside. So,
grabe yung last year, boss.
Yeah.
Sa mga memes.
So, pero sige lang. I think babalik naman yan. Seasons talaga Right now, kung ano yung mga core tokens na, we're believing in, doon tayo mag-focus. So, this is a shout out to you guys who are listening, and then investors, look into providing liquidity kasi this is how a lot of exchanges make money as well. They don't tell you about it, but this is how they make a lot of money as well. Now, let's go to the setting of goals. Very important to know kasi hindi pwede yung parang gusto ko lang kumita. Kailangan meron ka talagang parang fixed na, ito yung dapat kong gawin. So, how much money do you want to make monthly or in a year? Example here, this is my personal. I want to make 300,000 a month. Ito yung parang quota ko sa asawa ko. And so, you can start with 3,000, you can start with 30,000, up to you really. You have to set your own. Kung ano yung sa tingin mo kaya mo with the capital that you have, sige, set ka. And is this through active trading or passive investing? Pili ka lang. And then you break that down. Example, pwedeng I can do 300,000 a month in active trading. Kaya kong gawin yun. Paano kung gusto ko naman na, sige, ayaw ko masyado na mag-focus dun sa passive, sa active trading. Gusto ko naman passive. E di pwedeng hatiin natin. Pwede natin gawing 200K sa passive, 100K sa active, or vice versa. No? Or pwedeng hati. Kalahati dun sa active trading, kalahati dun sa passive investing. Up to you talaga siya. But you need to have a goal in mind na ito yung gusto kong maging output ko. So, even if you don't hit that, basta may goal ka lang. Kasi at some point, you will be asking questions, how can I make this a reality? That's very important. So, next is, what are your current resources? Ito, another important na kailangan natin malaman because hindi talaga pwede na, anong tawag dito? Hindi pwedeng ganito lang na when you're going into battle, you have to know your resources. Di ba? Hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta na lang sumugod ka tapos hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mo, di ba? Hindi ka pa prepared. So, the first thing is the time commitment. How much are you willing to put or allocate every week to learn this craft. And in case you don't have time, for the people who are OFWs, who are parents, who are, relatively older, and you're planning to delegate this to one of your kids. Kasi ito din yung isang nire-recommend ko for people na medyo advanced na sa years nila, and you just want to pass it, your resources, ipapamana mo na lang siya, or you want to have that money manager in your family. So, paano yun, di ba? Siyempre, kailangan maghanap ka ng, kumbaga, the rightful successor to the throne. Sino yung may affinity to money? Kasi hindi naman pwede na hindi interesado yung tao na yun. Tapos siya yung asayin mo, ikaw, dito ka. Ikaw mag-manage ng finances ko. O kung hindi magaling sa pera, edi sira yung ano mo, di ba? Sira yung magiging diskarte mo. The next is the money on hand or budget. So, how much money are you planning to put in the markets and how often? Syempre, you gotta stick to your budget. Kung hindi siya kaya or hindi siya, hindi siya ideal, edi wag mong gawin. Just go for an amount na tingin mo, okay, while I'm still learning the craft, ito lang muna yung commit ko. Pagka, let's say, master ka na, then saka ka pwedeng maglagay ng malaki. So if you're just starting out, make sure na meron ka talagang budget na you are willing to lose, because for sure, you will be losing money, and ito yung i-consider mo na, hindi, tuition to sa markets. So, ganun lang siya. That's, kumbaga, in ZFT, meron tayong kasabihan, di ba? O saan mo gusto mag-tuition? Doon sa mga courses or gusto mag-tuition sa markets? Of course, sa markets, pero mababawasan yung tuition na yun kung ginawa mo yung training, especially with courses that are available to you. Again, it can be paid. Up to you. Kung ano yung ilalagay mo na panggas mo dyan. Is it effort? Is it money? Is it both money and effort? Nasa sa'yo yan. So this is how mastery looks like. So again, this is coming from a perspective of me as a trader over a decade of experience, and this is my actual data. So a lot of you consider me already a master of trading. I would say that I'm, I'm a guru, I'm a coach. Minsan nakaka-cringe kasi ako pag tinatawag akong coach or mentor. Sa akin, just call me Z. That's it. Like, you can call me coach or mentor, or I just prefer you call me Boss Z. Right? Because I know that, okay, I have that title, and at least that's kind of like authority. Na, hey, I'm here as your mentor. Right? I'm here looking out for you. So listen to me. So at least ganun. Don't call me mentor, don't call me coach kung wala naman kayong balak na makinig sa akin. Parang kumbaga nakikinig kayo, pero totoo ba talaga itong sinasabi niya? Di ba?
Parang, oo, coach, may stop loss ako, tapos nag-degen.
Yeah, di ba? So, doesn't make sense to me. So, yeah. Anyway, here we go. So, this is what I posted recently dun sa profile ko. If you've been following me in my Facebook, yes, I just posted this recently. This is the last 90 days, no? So yung mga bots kasi, I think, yung pinakamatagal kong bot na running is 5 months. And then, yung I think sinabay ko yung copy trade as well. November yun eh. Basta mga ganong date. So ito, mga 3 months lang yung i-cover natin. But I've been showing this to you guys. And nakikita nyo naman yung takbo nung nung performance ko, especially if you're copy trading me, kitang-kita mo yan lahat ng tinitrade ko or yung equity curve ko. But you can see here, ayan it's really up, it's going down. And this is considering then na we're in a season na chopping market. The only thing that would probably work very effectively is shorting and also swing trading. But it's a really tough call to do, especially with the market right now. Ang pinaka-specialization ko is trend following on the upside, hindi yung on the downside. Medyo hirap talaga ako on the downside. But ginagawa ko na lang is, sige, kung hindi ko sa season ngayon, I'm just gonna do what I know best. Pero yung money na ilalagay ko, hindi as bomba katulad ng pagka nakita ko na ito, I can see it a mile away, this is my setup. Yan, so pwede akong bumomba ng mas malaki. So this is the trading statistics. This is in Bybit. You would be able to see that I made, over the past 90 days, meron akong 2,000 plus 2,900 closed orders, and yung win rate ko is 41%. This is very close to the stats that I will be showing you in my BitGet. So again, dalawa yan, no? I personally trade in 4 exchanges: crazy how I'm able to cover it. It's like, God, thank you for giving me the ability kasi nung mga dati kong season, isa lang talaga. But now I can...
dami pang positions.
Yeah, dami pang positions, di ba? So how do you do that? Buti na lang yung mga stop loss and automated yung mga exchanges natin. So if wala pa kayong reliable exchange, you can just check my profile. I usually share 4 exchanges na ako personally ito yung ginagamit ko. Na hopefully ito makatulong din sa inyo because they have their own kumbaga pros and cons naman. So check nyo na lang yun. Or you can put it into the description pagka natapos.
The description, lagay natin.
Okay, so ayan, guys, nakita nyo dito sa stats na to, nakikita nyo yung P&L of closed long orders. So hindi siya naging maganda for the long, but for this season talagang naging maganda yung shorting natin. Which constituted 8 million versus 2 million sa 2.7, almost 3 million sa sa long. So baka magbago yan soon, no? Hopefully. Now, let's go on with BitGet. This one, ito yung inopen ko for copy trading. As you can see here, yung win rate natin is 44%. This is much higher than the one in Bybit. You can see here that I did almost 2,000. Actually hindi almost pero yeah, mga 1.6 around that or 1.7 trades. You can see the long short ratio. Ang pinaka-important na gusto kong makita ninyo is yung win rate. So again, very similar lang siya.
Very similar.
One dito, it's 44%. Sobrang ito wala kasing P&L ratio but you can see here, just get the idea. So ako minsan ginagawa ko, mirror ko lang talaga yung trades ko para hindi ako mahirapan. Kung hindi siya available sa isa, then I just put it into the other one. And naka-template lahat ng trades ko. Meaning, okay, ito yung mga alam ko na mga patterns that work. So I'll just execute this one. Siyempre, hindi lahat yung nagmamaterialize. But what I try to do is make sure na pag tumama ako, then talagang bawing-bawi siya. Here is the futures account P&L analysis. So this is this is a report that I did or yung screenshot na to parang kahapon Kanina kaka-withdraw ko lang ng 50k so hindi na siya ganito. Kasi I already hit my goal. Yung pinaka-goal ko kasi sa account na to is umabot ako ng 100k. If I touch that amount, then I'm gonna withdraw 50k. Yung naging capital ko dito originally was 25k and then I bumped it up to 35k after I round trip my gains. So sabi ko, guys, hindi ko to papabayaan. This is my show of commitment. I'm gonna put in 10k and then we'll see how it goes from there. Buti naman nakabawi na tayo, di ba? So malaki yung ating P&L. Congratulations if you've been copying me. Mag-withdraw na rin kayo as of today kung nakita nyo tong video kasi ilalagay natin siya dito sa next na ipapakita ko sa inyo. So, over 10 years of trading, I still make mistakes pero I can tell you that it is all worth it. Ginagawa ko na lang na parang ATM yung markets. So, hindi naman laging panalo, di ba? Pero if you have avenues or if you diversify enough for you to be able to, okay, sige, kung talo ako dito ako kukuha. Hintayin ko muna na mag-recover to. So, pwedeng ganun yung gawin natin. And again, this is something that I would recommend, especially kung nagsisimula pa lang kayo. Again, what you're looking at is to what you call, a master or let's say advanced trader versus a lot of other traders na, bago pa lang sa market. But yeah, this is 10 years of trading in action. And again, hindi ito yung hindi pa ito yung forte ko. Sana mapakita ko sa inyo yung ito na, dito ako sa season na magaling ako. So, papakita ko. Pero yun, di ba? Even with 44%, you can still come out as profitable. Ayusin mo lang yung paano mo laruin yung cards mo. So, let's go with the done for you. Okay, how it looks. This is the Trading Bots edition. So again, mix to ng, okay, look at how the master is at work, but you can also copy the master if you want. I always say, if I win, you win. If I lose, you lose. So, make sure that you just put in the right amount of money in case lang na, shit hits the fan and we don't get the right results. Now, here, we go to the bots. Today, meron akong 8 accounts. After this, I'll try to create 2 more kasi yung i-withdraw ko or yung withdraw ko na 50k, dito ko ilalagay. So, what you can see here is a combination of personal accounts and also managed accounts. So yung managed accounts dito is the Favor Manila that you see in the Overflow 25K. So these are both 25K yung capital. The rest is 10K, 12K, 12.5, 10, 10, 5. Later, mag-add ako ng 50K. That's gonna be personal. And this is a snapshot as of yesterday. Kasi 19 today eh. So, nakikita nyo naman yung runtime. Yung pinaka naging test account ko was this 5 months. So, I remember when we started this out, parang 3 accounts yung ginawa ko eh. And then, withdraw ko yung capital ko dun sa 2 pang account kasi nalugi siya. And sinabi ko pa sa mga tao, di ba, kung gusto niya ako sabayan dito, then you're welcome to test this with me. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, we ran into a lot of trouble kasi talagang nagkaroon ng sunugan. Right?
Oh.
I think...
And ang settings boss.
Oh, yeah. Ano ba yung settings natin nung time na yun?
Parang hindi pa tayo familiar eh.
Yeah. Actually, yun talaga, hindi natin alam kung ano yung dapat. Alam ko parang basta kanya-kanya tayo, ganun. Tapos, we got into meme coins na hindi talaga nag-retrace. And how this bot works is may mean reversion kasi siya. And the only time na papalya siya is if maliit yung capital mo. And so, we don't really recommend it for people na ang nakalagay kasi dito is 500 US yung minimum. Pero we recommend na at least 1,000. So again, this is personal experience. Kung hindi ka abot sa 1,000, mag-isip-isip ka na, you can go with the recommendations of the bot. Kasi may AI settings naman na tutulungan ka niya how to set it up. But from my personal experience, is better na kung mas malaki yung fund mo, dito ka pumasok kasi it gives you a better result. So you can see here, lahat yan, PNL is, it's good. Yung pinakamataas natin.
70%?
Oo nga, hindi ko nga alam eh. I don't think na parang for some reason, no, na 70% siya, sobrang naging wild lang siguro talaga ng movements ng market, no, the past 5 months. Kaya naging ganito yung itsura niya. Tapos may nasakyan akong volatile asset. So, you can see here naman na meron ding iba na 1 month, 18% with the millionaire strategy. So, again, iba-iba to. Meron tayong videos explaining this. We'll just link it in the comments here so that you can get started. Alam mo yung mga tips and tricks and kung ano yung mga coins na may recommend ko. Again, this is based on my personal experience. Hindi mo kailangan ilagay lahat. So, there's 2 things. Pwede mong kunin yung game plan nung bot. Ibibigay naman nila kung ano yung settings na recommended or you can follow my recommendations. Pero if gagawin nyo yan, just know na since it's outside of the recommendations of the developers, then meron din yung, kumbaga parang kung nagkandaletse-letse yung bot during the execution, then hindi ka covered dun sa kanilang, anong tawag?
Reimbursement.
Yeah, meron silang
reimbursement.
Yeah. So,
pero point card na ata yung boss.
Yeah, point card siya. Hindi siya yung capital, but basically, they're gonna give you point card, which is parang capital na rin siya kasi you need that in order for you to run the bot eh. Parang siyang gas, ganun. So, the next slides that I will show you is going to be 6 slides. Itong 8 days, hindi ko man ito ipakita kasi 8 days pa eh. Anong mapapakita ko sa inyo, di ba? But I'm gonna show you ano yung mga stats nitong mga bots na to, itong 5 months and itong mga 1 month and 12 days na runtime niya. Okay? So, first one is the 1 month, 12 days. This one is the Danica Bull AI strategy. So, the AI strategy, originally, 1K ito na account. Tapos, ginawa kong 10K. And I said, you know what? Let's just bump it up to 12.5K. And then, ayan. This is the, nakalagay dito 90 eh. Pero, kahit ano yan, para lang ma-cover natin yung, yung runtime niya na 1 month plus 12 days. So, hindi pa siya pumapasok doon sa kabuuan ng 2 months. And ito na yung results niya. You can see here the number of close position trades, which is 660. In profit, 0 loss. So I want you to see...
100%.
Yes, it's crazy, right? So ito yung parang sinasabi ko sa inyo na, is it too good to be true na ganito? Kasi wala akong kilalang trader na as in 100% or close to this figure. And so I want you guys to see in the next slides kung ano yung win rate and ano yung number of close positions, and ano yung PNL ratio. Right? So ito, this is the 1 month, 12 days, Danica AI Strat 12.5K. So ayan, 564 profit, 0 loss. Another 0 loss account. Here, you have a Favor Manila 25K. A little background about this account. Basically, I felt led na, okay, my tithes and offerings. So, nagpaalam din ako with my pastor. I asked him kung pwede ko ba dito ilagay yung tithes and then I'll manage it. So, nilagay ko dito yung account. It's my tithes and offerings. Before I cash out my profits, automatic 15% i-deduct ko, ilalagay ko dito. This is not my account. I'm just managing it. That's already my mindset. Anytime that, since I manage account and anytime that the church needs it, where I'm currently planted, I'll be, isa-surrender ko sa kanila yung amount. But if they don't ask for it, then, ipapatubo ko. So, ganun lang ako mag-isip sa kanya. So, you can see here, win rate is not 100%, but it's still 99.61%. 1,551 profit, 6 loss. So, you can see here, yung long and short ratio, P&L ratio is 5. Max loss, $166. Crazy. Super small. Pero syempre, yeah. Di ba? Nakalagay sa pesos eh. Hindi naman yan dollars. So 1 month, 12 days. Bago pa lang siya. Here's another one. This is the test account. Ito yung test account. Ito yung pinakasimula. Yung OG account na sabi ko, will I make money here or not? So ito yung isa sa mga accounts na when I tweak, yung safe lang na mga assets yung pinili ko. Hindi ako naglagay ng mga meme coins. Didn't put any Pepe, didn't put any Doge, SHIB, or whatever it is. Ang nilagay ko lang yung mga core tokens. And yun yung pinaka-recommendation ko whenever people would go and select their tokens. And paano mo ba masaselect yung mga major tokens na yun kung hindi siya recommended ng bot? So, again, refer to the video na lang dun sa description. So, you can see here, win rate is 100%, 1,610 trades. P&L ratio, 2,451. Crazy. Max loss, 0. Never incurred a loss at all. That's so crazy, no? Here's another one. This is the BitGet ZFT 10K AI strat. 1 month, 12 days. So 921 in profit, 0 loss, 100% win rate, 1,436 P&L ratio. Crazy. And I think this is the last one, which is the Devron 10K Millionaire. This is the kasi yung previous na mga sinubukan kong bot is the AI strategy, which is the medium risk, and the Bull AI, which is the low risk strategy. And so this one is a little bit aggressive, yung Millionaire strat. Hindi ko ma-explain yung buong strategy sa inyo. Again, refer na lang dun sa video na we will be linking in the description so you understand how the bot works. But this one is 371 trades and 0 loss. P&L ratio 2,057, 100% win rate. Crazy. And so why I'm introducing this to you guys, or why I'm showing this to you guys, because this is data na at first nakita ko and I said, this is too good to be true. I want to test it out for myself and see if talagang I'm gonna get the same results, right? Kasi I am not the dev of this bot. I am just a user. Good thing now I'm an ambassador of the product as well kasi ang kulit ko eh. So, maging ambassador to the Philippines. Yes, thank you so much. They're not going to be paying me anything, but I get some benefits to it. I get exclusive perks. And if you're using our code, which we will be linking again dito sa video na to, then you will be able to get some benefits if you use. So, we're going to link that below so you can get started if you're interested in this. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko because if mastery is too costly and you decide to quit, then at least you still have your money printers, which is yung mga bots. Either you just copy some people who are profitable. Hindi naman sa ako lang, right? Maraming iba dyan na magagaling or mas magaling pa sa akin. But if you guys wanna be copying people na talagang nakikita nyo profitable naman sila, then why not, right? Kung meron kayong nakikita or sinusubaybayan na sobrang galing na trader, ask them to join itong mga exchanges with the copy trading na features and, just copy them. Why not, diba? At least kaysa sa ikaw pa yung magtrabaho, ikaw pa yung sumubok. But again, this is in case you decide to quit your pursuit of mastery. So, yun. Parang kumbaga, iasa mo na lang sa trabaho ng iba yung magiging fate ng pera mo. Which is to me, when you listen about it, it's kind of like delikado ako dito or what, diba? Pero, again, that's the reason why we always say pursue mastery. Because if you reach mastery, right, what's next? What's next? nagawa mo ng paraan na, okay, either maging one-trick pony ka or you're going to be that trader na sobrang galing mo sa lahat ng styles. Then, ang pwede mong gawin, di ba, naalala mo, ito yung model natin kanina. 75% ilagay mo dun sa earn products. Learn, or when you're pursuing mastery, 25%. Now, pag naabot mo yung mastery, then, i-transfer mo yung 50% or yung majority ng pera mo from these earn to your mastery or dito sa mga ikaw na mismo yung nag-handle doon kasi nandun na eh. And this is the reason why, okay? Because I want you to see this. This is the Pareto principle, or this is super Pareto na nga eh kasi hindi lang to 20% eh. Kumbaga super Pareto principle, ibig sabihin nito konting effort lang, it will produce super laking profits. Pag nagsisimula ka, baliktad eh. Sobrang effort mo, yung profits mo, yung puti. Wala. Or minsan wala pa, di ba? Oh. Negative pa eh. So, ganun siya. But here's how mastery would look like. I mean, you've seen what I showed you earlier, right? So, ganun siya. Now, the difference again na pinapakita ko sa inyo yung work ko and the work ng bot. Yung work ng bot, again, even if 100% siya, it's not like it's making a lot of money. So, you would be able to see yung gain niya is around 5 to 15 to 25%. So, ganun yung range niya per month. Minsan, syempre, hindi profitable. If yung bilin sa akin ng developer is let it run for at least 3 months. And at the first month, sometimes hindi pa siya nagpa-profit. On the second month, sometimes hindi din siya nagpa-profit. But bihira lang. Usually, second month, okay na siya. And then on the third month, doon na makikita mo na maganda na yung magiging itsura ng equity curve mo. And this is not compounding. Kumbaga, if you want compounding, then you'll have to reset up the whole thing. Pero madali lang naman siya gawin. But ayun, pinapakita ko lang sa inyo guys na ito yung pwede mong gawin. Pagka umabot ka sa mastery, you can command millions already. Gagawin mo na lang, again, ATM yung markets. So, once you reach that, pursue your financial goals. Di ba kanina, meron tayong mga pinakita sa inyo na, ito dapat yung mga goals mo. Actually, dapat meron ka din talagang kind of like a dream board or a list that you'd like to tick off. Let's say, if you'd like to have your first million, if you'd like to have your first 100,000, 500K, 5 million, or whatever the amount it is no, na nasa isip mo, you need to make sure that meron kang milestones and i-pursue mo yun. Because once you reach a certain level, like for example, sa akin, dati, ang goal ko is, gusto ko umabot sa level na umabot ako sa mga 20 to 50 million para maging investor na lang ako. Nung naabot ko yung goal na yun, pwede na ako mag-diversify. Mas na-enjoy ko na siya. Kasi kung magda-diversify ako with 1,000 pesos, anong klaseng return yun, di ba? So, hindi siya viable or, right? Hindi siya practical. So, maging practical na lang tayo. Once you reach that level na, okay, naabot ko na yung mastery, meron na akong skill, then I'm gonna pursue my financial goals para I can be an investor, and once I reach that level of being able to invest, then I can enjoy a lot of other things or mag-unlock yan. So, yeah, if you have enough, diversify. Right now, ako personally, I'm diversifying into real estate, but syempre, I let my wife take care of that. Anything that's digital, I'll try to take care of that. Anything that's physical, or yung mga businesses and stuff like that, I let my wife take care of it because mas specialist siya doon sa bagay na yun eh. So, yeah, diversify because there's power in diversification, especially when the market is turbulent. The path na nirecommend ko, the learn while you earn, that is also a form of diversification. Habang nag-learn ka, meron ka ditong mga earning basket, different ways to do that. Mm-hmm. And I want you to see it like this, right? This is an image that I want you to see na after you solve the bigger or the biggest problem, something else become the biggest problem. So, para siyang ganun. Patuloy lang tayo sa progress natin. Akala mo, yung goal mo na 1 million pesos, yun na yun. Pero pag abot mo doon, it's like, meron pa palang next level, di ba? Na ma-unlock para sa'yo. So, I want you to think about this. Progress is constant. Or, the pursuit of progress should always be constant. Otherwise, you're not gonna enjoy, having a life that's just mediocre. So, ayun guys. That's the whole presentation actually. If you want to learn from us, you can join our free trading community in Facebook. Here it is, Trading Republic by ZFT, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is ZFT Trading Republic, and see the contents that are there that's available to you. So yun, tapos din tayo. Ano na Ben? Yung
questions tayo sa questions, boss.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Ready.
Sige, ready. Simple questions lang naman.
Okay.
Siguro ang number one, boss, na people are thinking, if 100% yung win rate ng bot, may risk pa rin.
Okay, I think there's still risk. Sinabi ko kanina, meron tayong optimal settings. So, meron recommended settings yung developer, which is if you have, let's say, 500 capital na US. So, yun yung parang pinaka-recommended nila. Pero ako, personally, yung nakita ko yung bot, it's better if you have a higher capital. Kasi hedge mode siya eh. Naka-cross din yung leverage. But the bot works like this. It creates positions on both sides. So, long and short. Tapos, it creates micro positions. Hindi siya martingale strategy na dinodoble niya yung position. For example, and then pag bumawi siya, saka ka magka-cash out. It's not like that. So, yun yung masasabi ko.
Personal experience din pala. When we first started with the bot, hindi pa tayo masyado familiar, and medyo okay pa yung memes at that time. And we picked memes. So, yun, medyo responsible for us na yun, bumili tayo ng mga memes, and experience ko mga 2 times siguro na liquidate ako sa bot. Pero, the lesson is,
anong memes yung na-liquidate ka?
I think Pepe yun.
Yeah. Yun tayo eh.
So, sorry, hindi ko Doge.
Yeah, yung dalawang yun. Kasi umakyat yung market ng time ngayon, sila yung pinaka-umarangkada eh.
Yun yung nakakatawa. Kasi, grabe yung akyat ng Doge bot, ng Doge. And then, hindi na nakaka-cut loss yung short. Yun yung problema. Pero, ang lesson is to pick the tokens.
Yeah. Pick the right tokens, yan.
Mm-hmm.
So, core tokens as much as possible para hindi masyadong malikot. Okay, next.
Okay. Alam naman, na-mention ba, boss, na yung minimum capital is 1K, di ba?
Yeah, yun yung recommended.
1K to 5K, right?
1K to 5K, yan.
Mm-hmm.
Pero if you're going to still pursue na $500, merong recommended settings depending on the exchange as well na gagamitin mo. So, meron naman tayong guide for it. I-link mo na lang dito para makita nila yung guide. And then, just follow the instructions. It's very simple to do naman.
Oo. Tama pala. If gusto talaga nila $500 sa BitGet, boss, no? Kasi
sa
maliit lang yung yung minimum. Kasi sa OKX, diba? Parang sobrang laki.
Medyo malaki.
Ng minimum.
Medyo malaki yung minimum size.
Oo. Sa BitGet lang talaga. If gusto nila mababa. Tapos, eto, baka they're wondering, boss, does Cointech need gas fee?
Yes, they need gas fee. Pero yung gas fee na yun yung kanilang revenue share model. So, pwede ka kasing let's say, if you wanna copy, let's say, traders, I think meron din namang bots na you can copy sa mga exchanges. Pero again, I've tried a lot of bots, a lot of providers out there. Ito lang talaga yung nag-survive para sa akin. And I think I'm okay with steady returns instead of like, kumita ako, dumoble ako ng account today and then the next month wala na, liquidated na lahat. So, mas gusto ko yung slow, steady returns. Nandun ako sa level na yun na parang, I'm okay, basta sure or almost sure yung returns.
Okay.
So yeah,
tapos,
kailangan mo ng gas.
Boss?
Kailangan mo ng gas.
Yeah. So, eto din pala. Is it better to be a trader or an investor? Since investor ka na ngayon.
Wow, that's a good one. I think, if bias ako medyo bias talaga ako. If you have money, kasi ganito siya now that I know what I know now, if you want to be an investor, make sure na right off the bat, meron ka talagang pera pang invest. Kasi malalaman mo kung tama o mali ka months from now eh. Ganun siya. But if you learn how to become a trader, alam mo agad kung mali ka o hindi eh. Kasi being a technical trader, you would have parameters that will tell you, ay hindi, mali ka na. Right? In investing, malalaman mo kung mali ka kung either narag ka or let's say, tapos na yung project, biglang sasabihin nila, sorry, hindi tayo nakaabot dun sa mga goals natin, di ba? I mean, this is...
Nag-delete na ng Discord.
Yeah, it's very different from stocks. No? Pag punta mo sa Telegram, Discord, wala na, empty na, di ba? Sana yung Discord na, ay, alam mo na.
Ilang beses na.
Oo. May mga cases tayong ganyan, no? Akala mo sobrang fundamentally good, pero yun pala GG. So, yun lang. No? Kailangan maging aware lang tayo kung ano yung strengths natin. I still suggest na even if you're wanting to pursue learning how to invest, siguro kahit yung basics lang of technical trading. Kasi yung technical trading, that will let you know talaga agad-agad if tama ka o mali. That will help you out. So, no problem being a hybrid trader investor. Kasi that's what I am right now eh.
Actually, 2 questions na yung na-answer mo, boss. Kasi next question ko dapat is, do I need to learn the basics first? Before, even if I just want to be an investor. So, na-answer mo na. Need to learn the basics pa rin.
Yeah, need to learn the basics pa rin. Oo. Kumbaga, kahit nasabihin natin basic yan, it will still have a really great effect in your trading career or in your investing career. Sobrang laking tulong yan. Akala mo maliit lang yan, pero hindi. It will solve a lot of problems na hindi mo basta-basta masolve kung nag-invest ka lang tapos nag-stick ka doon. Meron talagang synergy that na mabubuo doon that will really help you become a successful investor and have an edge over all the other investors that are out there.
Okay. So, boss, ito pala, isa sa pinaka-importante, yung emotions. How do we control our emotions? Kasi even if investor ka lang, di ba? Parang, are they doing okay? Baka malugi na ako, baka mag-rug sila. How do we control our emotions?
Right. So, gandang tanong yan, no? We can never control our emotions. We can only manage them. And so, ang pinaka-suggestion ko is you always want to be in a position of not putting a lot of money into a single investment. Kasi tied yung emotions na yan dun sa nilagay mong capital, dun sa trade na yun. So, syempre, kung ang nilagay mo is only 5% of your portfolio dun sa isang investment or sa isang trade or even less, then the emotional impact is less. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka gaanong clouded dun sa magiging decision mo. Hindi ka masyadong mag-iisip na hodl pa ba to or what. Kasi pag nakakita ka na ng may something dito na mali, edi pwede ka na mag-cut and wala ka masyadong emotional ties doon sa trade or sa investment na yun. So, ito yung masasabi ko na kailangan talagang i-manage nyo and manage it well.
Oh, boss. And to add to that, yan talaga yung even 3 years ago when I first started, yun talaga sinasabi mo na diversify. And you said powerful talaga yung diversification. And you know what? Nasa Bible din siya which makes it even more powerful, no? Nasa Ecclesiastes 11 to invest in 7 ventures, yes, in 8 though. You do not know what disaster may come upon the land. So, just like what you're saying, na even if malugi yung isang, for example, project, edi may 7 ka pa. If you have 8 projects, hindi naman kailangan 8 talaga. Pero for example, you have 8, hindi naman meme coins. Let's say, gagaya ng CoinTech, isa sa CoinTech, isa ang DeFi Tuna, isa ang Meteora, ang Jupiter. Diba? If malugi yung isa, at least you still have a few.
Exactly.
May chance ka pa bumawi. And hindi yung buong portfolio mo, wala na. Isang mali lang.
Exactly. Yeah. Very important talaga na ganyan Kasi, especially for men, no, na alam mo yung isang advantage natin, meron tayo kasing tinatawag na compartmentalization, right? Like we have a box for everything that we do. And so you have a box for, let's say, family, you have a box for your hobbies, you have a box for investments. And so if, let's say, nalugi ka sa isang, you're trading and then nalugi ka, right? You put every emotion, every disappointment in that box. Set it aside, and then when you go to your family or when you go to your hobby, you just focus on that box, and then you get to enjoy that, right? Without too much without too much like thinking about that. But yes, you're still gonna think about it, but it's not as how it is with women. I think kasi mas connected lahat ng bagay sa kanila eh. But for us, yun yung isa sa superpowers natin na built-in. And
set aside yung problema.
Yeah, yun yung kagandahan sa atin eh. Na parang, imagine you have that superpower that's built in sa'yo. Now, imagine being able to have several different boxes in different ventures. So, kanina, di ba, we were saying, meron ka sa trading, meron ka sa investing. Doon sa investing, ihatiin mo pa yan eh. Meron ka sa copy trading, meron ka sa bots, meron ka doon sa, let's say, doon pa lang sa sinabi natin, 5 na yung mga products na in-introduce natin. Active trading, active copying, bot, tapos meron tayong
liquidity pools.
Meron tayong liquidity pools. So 5 na yun, di ba, na mga pwede yung gawin. So imagine if your trading fails, you still have 4 that is there. So kung let's say 25% lang ito, and then this is like 75%, hinati mo 50-50, right? Yung 75% na yun, iniwan mo dito sa dalawa, hinati mo pa dito sa 4 na to, then the damage isn't as bad. Kasi meron ka pa dito eh. Right? And what if 3 out of 2 will work? Or let's say 4 out of 5 will work. Eh di sobrang okay siya kasi even if natalo ka dun sa pagla-learn mo, then you now are creating a safety net for you to be able to pursue mastery without the psychological damage or without much trauma that, you know, you will go through anyways. So at least hindi ganun kalala or hindi ka gaanong mahirapan sa pag-recover mo psychologically. And you would be able to move forward. Yes. So, you know, alam mo yung sasabihin mo, hindi, okay lang natalo ako dito kasi okay pa naman tong 4, it's working. Or okay pa naman tong 2, or okay pa naman tong 3, or okay pa naman tong 1, di ba? Kung worst case scenario, meron pa rin isa dyan na okay, which is yung building. Pero hindi ka matalo today. Interesting.
Isa lang.
Yeah. So, di ba? That's the power of diversification. It also helps you psychologically. And this is something na gusto kong ituro or sana na ituro ko sa sarili ko. Or, you know, I wish I learned early on na maganda yung ganun. Para hindi na tayo dumaan sa unnecessary pain. Pagka naging master ka na, sige, go, maglagay ka, not over-allocate, but allocate generously dun sa magiging specialization mo. Kasi yung magiging super money printer mo eh. And once you reach that certain amount, like what I said, sige, then diversify na equally if you want dun sa 4, 5, or 6, or kung ano pa yung mga gusto mong ventures, di ba? So, yun.
Grabe. Parang you answered 4 questions, 5 questions siguro during that.
Okay, great. Buti naman. Meron pa ba? Sana may natutunan kayo, guys.
I think yun na eh. You answered 5 questions in 1 answer. Grabe.
Good.
Grabe juicy na.
Alright.
Info kanina.
So, ayun guys, hopefully this webinar has helped you. Originally, sa masterclass ko lang siya gustong i-send, pero sabi ko hindi. I think this is just too juicy and a lot of people go through this. I mean, kumbaga parang instead of me like going through a lot of you guys who are messaging me constantly, eto na guys, yan, pamigay nyo. Yeah, ito na lang. Yung mga details, let's say, the other premium stuff, syempre pwede naman natin ibigay dun sa community natin. Pero this is something already na you can work with, especially if you're just starting out in your trading and investment journey. I believe this will help you. And I wish I knew about this early on kasi if I knew about this, then hindi pa sana ako, you know, I would be not going through a lot of pain. Unnecessary pain, I would say. So, yeah, ayun lang. Anything else that you would like to say or add before we end this webinar?
Siguro, reminder na lang to check the description sa mga reference natin. For example, yung mga exchanges na ginagamit natin, yung mga guides.
Yeah.
And if they want to set up, just message us. Specifically, ako ba yun? Tsaka si Jay?
Yeah. Pero this is for premium clients na. So, Again, this is something that we will be opening for people na maglalagay ng 5,000 USD sa mga accounts nila, and you're using our referral. So if you're not using our referral, guys, this is only for our community. Kumbaga parang this is us supporting our community. This is our way of doing that. If you have 1K, siguro at our discretion na kung tutulungan namin kayo or hindi. But lahat ng tulong namin is already in the links below. You can just follow the instructions and you're good, right? Premium lang na service that we're gonna be doing. This is going to be for let's say special clients or partners na nakikita namin that that are currently subscribed to us, because we want to give them that kind of service. I mean, they paid for it. They deserve it. So, ayun guys, make sure that you follow instructions. Make sure that the links that we provide below, tingnan nyo lahat yan. Again, ang pinaka-suggestion ko, one more thing pala, buti na naalala ko is, kasi ako personally, I trade in Bybit. Ngayon, nandun ako sa OKX trading. I'm trying to, I actually moved my majority of my funds there. Pero mayroon pa rin ako sa Bybit, alright? I still use the 4 accounts na lagi kong sinasabi sa comment section. But what I recommend is that if, let's say, your personal trading is in Bybit, then you want to open your bot accounts dun sa ibang exchanges. So if you're doing your personal or your manual trades in Bybit, you add your bots doon sa, let's say, BitGet or sa OKX. Para, again, the power of compartmentalization and also diversifying, kasi hindi mo din alam if this exchange is better than this exchange. And again, like what we said earlier na, diba, I think mas madaling mag-set up sa BitGet. Pero, syempre, the fees, I think, may mga benefits din sa OKX, which is great. If you're using our partner links, mas makakakuha ka ng discount on your fees and you get the rebates. So, isipin mo, with the bots, I think in BitGet also meron ganun eh. When the bots trade, you will get a rebate na mapupunta siya sa funding account mo. So
wait lang. Sa OKX yun, boss. Tapos, chinek ko kanina, sa trading siya, hindi sa funding.
Hindi sa funding. Sa akin napupunta sa sa funding.
Okay.
Rebates ko sa akin sa funding eh. So, yun. Ganun lang guys. Just make sure lang na you get the most out of what we're sharing to you by listening to us. Again, don't call us coach or mentor if you don't listen to what we're doing anyways. Kung nandito ka, you're listening over an hour already. So, thank you for listening. Other people, they don't...
One more thing pala, boss.
Yeah.
Sub-account. Kailangan gumawa ng sub-account first.
Yes.
Pala, hindi na-mention. Oo. Yeah. Sub-account. Kasi, for safety purposes ba yun, boss?
Yeah, actually, pang sub-account. Kasi, what if, let's say, magloko yung bot? So, at least, nandun lang siya sa sub-account, hindi siya sa main account mo. But these things, nasa instructions naman eh. Automatic nandun lang yun sa sub-account. I think they made it in such a way as well para safety na rin for everyone. So, that's for people who are going to be availing of the bot. Again, the bot is quote-unquote free. Gagasan mo lang siya. That it's their style or their strategy. But yeah, I think we're done. We've covered quite
a lot. Quite a lot.
Yeah. So, ayun lang. Thank you very much for everyone who's listening, and hopefully this serves you well. See you guys on the next video. Thank you, Vin.
Thank you.
Itself is a hyped up fraud. My personal advice is you don't get involved. The government's probably going to have to close it down.
If you told me you owned all of the Bitcoin in the world and you offered it to me for $25, I wouldn't take it because what would I do with it?
Huh?
We have a liftoff.
2024, I believe, is going to be a really great year for crypto. I'm very bullish in the crypto space. I suggest na magsimula na kayong mag-invest. Nandito yung pera. Hello sa ating mga viewers. I'm not like your ordinary shillfluencer na nag-pop up lang dahil nag-bull market na.
You don't want to miss this, especially if you're into crypto. I suggest getting into it, especially now that it's still in a bear market. Just survive, guys. Huwag nyo munang isipin yung profits. Yung profits darating yan. We're in a planting season of the market. You want to make sure that on the next run, you do things right.